Welcome to Linux Overdose, episode 20. Today is Wednesday, the 15th, June the 15th, 2016. And this episode is going to be about Kodi, the media center. And formerly it was XBMC. That's what it used to be called. Now it's called Kodi. It was specifically created for the Microsoft Xbox, and it was called the Xbox Media Center. That's how it got its name, XBMC. Well, it spawned a very large community, and they just took off, and now it's its own identification there, its own ID. So and they changed the name, and reason why I have no clue why they changed the name. Probably just get away from the Xbox part of it, probably. So it's called Kodi now. Now, how to install it? You just go to their website, and they'll explain how to install it if it's not in your repository at this time. I got Voyager 14.0404, and it was already pre-installed. So even has a little nice script here on the right, which this is right here. This little icon with the squares is Kodi. I click on that and it opens up. Of course, I can go to my menu and let me see, media, and then right there, Kodi Media Center to open it up. So what it is if it's pre-installed, they might have got it looking real nice. The first time I even view XBMC, it was already pre-installed. I don't know what distro it was, but as soon as I opened it up, it was beautiful. It was all set up perfect. I mean, the weather and everything was just perfect. I might have changed my zip code or an area, but they had the art, like a DVD art, and it almost looked like Netflix, how it got it set up. It had the stars for the rating. You can soon you move your cursor over it, it'll tell you like say how many stars, who was in it, what the movie's about, and all that. And I realized when I tried XBMC on other distros, which I think was pre-installed, it wasn't that fancy. And how you get that fancy, you gotta have plugins and set it that way. And what I do is I didn't set this one up the same way. Well, I just left it the default, which I think is default, and of course it don't look as nice, but I get what I want. I'm just using it to watch my TV and movies. It's easy to navigate, easy to find things. The search engine is just excellent, and I can find anything I want to watch. And it's season. Each season, so if I click on, say, Little House on Prairie, it'll have all the seasons, and I click on that and I'll have all the episodes. And now it has a reminder. When you click it and watch it, it'll have a check mark. That way when you go back, you already know where you left off. And they just add that in. I don't know how many versions ago, but I don't know if it's default or not, but it is on how mine is set up. Now I want to talk about the script, and the script is advancedsetting.xml, and this doesn't come to default on none of the Kodis. This is like advanced settings. And you got to have the script to have these options. And believe me, there's a lot of options. And And of course, my script's very short, and it works the way I want it to work. And I'll show you where mine is. It's a dot file, so you gotta have make sure you have show hidden files. It's uglier this way, and I leave this as default. That way it's there for me to click on, and I know where everything's at. So I just click on Kodi, and under user data, and then you just put your script here, which is right here, advanced settings .html. And how you create that, you just create a document here, empty file, and just call it that. And then it's just and then it will just be empty. You just click on it, and then you just put in the codes for the settings. And mine is just all just the network, because you can see it's advanced settings. I guess you gotta have that, the opening tag and the close tag if you're familiar with web pages, and then your network, open, and then your close. And then in between here is the buffer mode, which is set at 1, reading buffer factor, which is 1.5, and the cache memory buffer size, which is very large. That way you won't get the the message your cache is full. So I haven't seen that yet, and I don't know if it automatically empties when I close it or not, but I haven't seen it yet. And I think default, if you go back here at the settings, I think this is actually set at 4.0. In the program itself. That's what's so cool about these codes is you can stop whatever the defaults are. If it ain't for your system, and I think these are for the plugins too. So this might have something to do with the library and thing, but I don't think it does. I haven't went through this whole thing, but this is something to go by. I'll put links to all this stuff in a copy of my script, which is just this, which I say it's simple. And when I'm talking about plugins, there's one in particular, one I use all the time. It's One Channel. I'm just connected to everything with this application. It's a third-party application, so Kodi don't have nothing to associate with One Channel. It's just a third party, and because Kodi is open source, so anyone can do whatever they want, including us, the users. So we can change anything. That's what open source is. And this is step by step how to put One Channel in, and there's a lot of steps. It looks like it's confusing, but it's not. I already have it installed, so I ain't gonna walk you through each step how to do it, because they have pictures and everything. So you just go one by one instruction, look at the picture, see exactly where you're at or what the location they're talking about, and then it shows you exactly what's highlighted, what you need to type in. I mean, it's word by word, and step by step, so you can't really get lost. So I'll show this in the One Channel. What it is you're adding a repository, and then it, like I said, it's like a plug-in, which is a simple zip file, which is this, a repository zip file, and it tells you how to install it, because you got to install it, and then you add it. Then you got the One Channel. you actually install it too, and then it's there. And they had other preferences. I didn't have to do none of this stuff. I hadn't even checked to see if these were exactly the way they suggested. I have no problems with mine, and that's what you want to do is when you install something, try it out first, and you might not have to do these extra steps. Because if it works, it works. Now, this might work better. I guess you can try either or, but I'm happy with my setup, so I'm not going to change it whatsoever. So, and these are, you got to be hooked up to a like a domain thing for the plug-in. So these are all the one channel's URL. I don't know which one I'm using. So, well, I can find out because it tells you to. Let's see. Let's go all the way to. Yeah, right here. Let me see. Open the contact. See, right click. So I just right click here to get these other options. Add-on settings. This is for your performance. And a website. So, and like I said, I'm using one of these, I believe. So, and even have one that I guess one of these. So, I guess you just try to see which one works the great. Like I said, I have no problems with my setup whatsoever. So I'll give you the link to this if you want one channel. And I guess I can go here at Kodi. This is the main website, I believe. Or, well, I guess this ain't the main website. This is just the wiki, I guess. And you definitely want to come here to learn all the stuff that you need to do here, and it explains everything. There's a lot of reading. This is a very large application, and it does music, photos, weather, and it has other a lot of options. And I only use the video and the weather. I haven't used it for my music. I haven't used it for a photo gallery or anything, but it does all that too. And you'll learn by doing all this. I guess I can try to see if I can go to Kodi's main website, which is this one here. So this is their website, and here's the downloads. Here's a guide. This is how to install it on your particular distro. You might have to hook up to a repository on some versions. Some versions it's already added in your repository. So if it ain't in your repository, then you gotta add this add a repository or build from source. So this explains that here. I was trying to show you. There's a lot of plugins that this thing has, and I ain't sure if my application, some application is already preset. Some are easy to access to add the plugin. So each Kodi is going to be different, and some are just plain Jane. I mean, ugly, and you got to add all this stuff. Like I said, Kodi to me is worthless if I don't have one channel, because that's all I use it for. And but Kodi has other options which I need to explore, I guess, for myself to enjoy other things that Kodi does. So and I also want to open up my package manager. We'll put Kodi. and then see Kodi's installed, which they, like I said, they pre-install it, but you have these other options. And I got these audio encoders. I don't know if these are installed, um, preset after you install Kodi. I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, I didn't install this; it was already pre-installed. Then you got this Kodi bin that was installed, which might, but you can pause this video and see if you have all this stuff in your repository after you add it and after you install it. And like I said, it has all kinds of other stuff. It even has a PVR, which is which I don't use, but it's there. And there's other options. And then you got screensavers if you're heavy in screensavers. And then they got visual things, so music. And these are like plugins for visual stuff, and that's about it. So Kodi has all kinds of other options, and this is what you should always do when you install any application. Like, let's go my browser, Firefox. And see, these are other options that Firefox has. See, right here's my Firefox. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, there ain't very there's, like I said, there's some options here. Some of it's just language, so it's not this is not a good example, but other programs, there's other options. So you might want to do this to a lot of things, like say a VLC. I believe I got that installed, and they got plugins too for other things. So if you have any problems, and I don't know why I don't have this, but I haven't had any problems with the media, but this is for your browser, so you can use a VLC plugin. So I don't have that installed, and since I have no problems, I'm not going to install it. So that's about it for explaining how to get it, how to install, which I didn't go in detail how to install it. Install the one channel, but like I said, this explains it super well. So you should have no problems to install one channel. And other plugins, let's see, let's go ahead and search plugins, because I want to show you what other plugins this thing has. Because you got all kinds of channels. You got YouTube, got Cloud TV. It has all kinds of channels of British broadcasting, news, comedy, silent movies, and all this is free, and this is all legal. I guess that even has something to do with Steam. So, and it has that Twitch TV, SoundCloud, so stuff for your music too, and I guess a list of your collection of your ROM. I don't think you can play your games through this. I don't think. I never tried it. Then you got all this news, FTV. I mean, all this is, and some of this to me is boring. And there's a cook channel, I mean, there's just a lot of material, news. I don't know about sports. So, but the sports, I don't even watch sports on Kodi. All that, I don't think I can get that anyway. But for sports, I do VIP TV, VIP box TV, and this is the hookup to any sports broadcast that's air live right now. And the only way you can connect to it is when it's air on TV. So you can't try one of these links even a minute before it's going to be air. You're going to have problems or won't get hooked up correctly. So you have to wait till it's air, and then you just click on, I don't know what. Some of these you can try to click on it, and it'll be just like I don't know, commercials or it's on, but it's not. They ain't showing the live broadcast. You would have to refresh and everything to get it started after it's air. So you might get connected, but you will have to restart it. At least I had. And all these are around the whole world. I mean, I can watch races in Australia, horse races, or I can watch cricket in Japan. And I also watch pay-per-view through this too, so cage matches, Ultimate Fight, and wrestling and boxing, and it's just all here. You just click, and I don't know if there's any tennis going on or not, and this tells you the air, the name, the location, and the times, and you just click on the time that it starts. And I guess are these? I don't know if these are on now or not. And we'll get a lot of pop-ups, and so you gotta have a very good pop-up blocker. And some of the blockers will not pop up, but you just close them. Sometimes you have to look for a red X or a blue X on the screen itself to close it. And sometimes you have to close like 9 windows. And soon you'll hear the audio. And then if you look real closely when the video starts, but with the the pop-up or whatever, you see a time. So you gotta wait till that time goes to 0, close that window, and then all the windows are closed. And then you can hit full screen, and then it's full, and then you can watch it with no problem. So it's a hassle to get it started, but after you get started, it's great. It's only it don't take me long to click and close all these windows. So I have no problem. And some of them, they're like servers, so you can have a bad connection, bad video, bad audio, or you also have a different language. One time I was looking for a boxing match. I click on it, and it was in Spanish, but it was crystal clear. The commentators that were doing the sport thing, they was getting into it, even though I didn't know Spanish, and it was a good match, and I didn't know if I can find an English one, so I just left it and watched it, and I understood what was going on. So it was a great match, and I didn't need to listen to it in English. So that can happen to you too, but most of the time it's in English for me. So I guess it depends where you're at. But I did watch one match. It was in Spanish. So this is my sports channel, and you can tell that it went to even though I went VIPbox.tv, it gave me VIPbox.nu. So, but TV always get me. Sometimes this changes all the time. TV always gets me to wherever this is at. So I always use VIPbox.tv, but you can use this VIPbox.nu and you still get here. If you have any problems, use the .tv. So that's my live. And to watch, if I ain't using Kodi, to watch my TV, I can watch any of these shows, well, of course, with commercials, and they go back 4 or 5 episodes. They don't go a whole season or nothing like that. And I do this with CBS, ABC, which which is abcgo.com, and I can click on here and watch any of the shows, and then nbc.com. I'm just showing all this before Kodi, and then I can watch all the shows here, and I can go to all kinds of other channels, and then either local websites for news or any national news website that you can choose and watch your news. I do not have cable TV, so that's how I do to watch all this stuff. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I guess I just minimize it, and we'll go ahead and open up Kodi. And like I said, here's weather. Just wait, and then I'll show you my weather. And there's my weather, and then this is your settings and stuff for it, and you can go to Kodi.com or whatever to figure out how to do the weather. And I'm using Weather Underground, and I believe you have to sign up on their website and get some kind of some kind of code that you got to put in here. I mean, that's how I had to do it. You might have to do it differently, depends on your weather. And then I just go back, get here, and then here's pictures. I've got no pictures here, so it's a gallery. And I think you can do some plugins to have some real nice slideshows and stuff like that. And then here's your music. Of course, I got nothing. Here's some files. Maybe it's connected to default my folder. I'm not sure. Then programs. I think just a list. That might be links to get to them or open them up in a type browser. I'm not sure. And then this is all your system stuff. So this is how you have to add the add-on and all this, and even here the weather, I think. So so you can get all the your settings here, and this background is default. I think that depends on what version you got, which I think I got Jarvis. I'm not sure. I think there's a newer version now, and I'll just keep this. Anything that's stable and it works correctly, I do not rush to get the newest one. I'm just not that way. I stick with what I got. I don't care how old it is, as long as it works. But when I move to a different distro, which I start from fresh, so everything will be current. So, and then I fall behind again, and I might leave before the life end for the distro, or I might leave earlier, or when it gets close to time, I just jump to a different distro and start all over again. It don't take me long to start over. You see me how fast it took me to install Linux and get some of my preference going, just for starters, so it don't take long at all. Alright, and then I go to videos, and you see the pop-ups, and sometimes they're I just click here on add-ons, one channel, and then movies or TV. Now these are not saved. I'm actually hooked up to a server, so I watch Deadpool now. I don't know if that's on a DVD release, and if you click on this, if it ain't DVD release, then it's it could be a screener, which screeners I can watch screeners, but I will not watch a webcam whatsoever. I will not. And I believe, oh, this is released now. Of course, no art. I don't know why I didn't pick up the art. Here's Drastic World. So I want to click on that, watch that. These are my servers. Usually I don't click on the first one because it's too busy. I might click here or here. Well, I can try here first. And if it's a poor connection, it just will tell me. And if the picture ain't no good, too fuzzy, or sound ain't no good, then you just click on the next one. And then it should be full screen, but for some reason this is always here on this particular distro, and how this is being opened up. To get rid of this, I just click on here. It took me a while to figure out how to get rid of that. You probably won't have it. I'm just having that problem. And then I just let go of my cursor, and then all this, now it's screen, and it's on wide screen. So, and I got sound and picture, and it looks good. And then I just sit back 2 hours and watch this. Okay, stop. And what's so cool about it, I can click on it again and it'll say where you left off. But it's better off to pause if you're going to use the restroom or pop some popcorn. And like I said, you don't want to watch anything that's not DVD release yet. But like I said, and it's showing artwork, but there's plugins that show how many stars, I think out of 5, the actors, what the movie's about, and there's plugins for all that. So and I just don't have that. This works for me. And then I just go back, and then same with TV. I don't got very many favorites because this is not very old, and but I did save the Fear of the Walking Dead, which the season's over, and then Fresh Off the Boat, which I'm all caught up. I believe I'm caught up. Yeah, because it was the season finale. So I'll click on this. And don't know why it's slow. Because usually it opens up real quick. Alright, and then here's season 1 and season 2. And you see all the check marks. Now the ones you didn't see check mark is I had problems hooking up with the server. I probably won't now, but I already watch these, even though they're not marked. I didn't watch them through here. I actually download a torrent and watch it that way because I was having problems on these 2 episodes, which I said I might not have no problems now. We'll click on it and see. Everything don't work all the time. So you can see this is nothing. No errors, no nothing. Oh, here's the servers. Then click on this, and it fell. So like I said, I had 2 that fell. So we'll go back again, and then we can go for a high rating. And Mr. Robot, second season will be starting here, I think in July. So I'll be watching that. I just got into it. I'll watch the whole season. If you like a hacker show or whatever, this is an excellent show to watch. I really enjoyed it. It was a great movie. And I'm way behind on Personal of Interest. I stopped watching it just because I ran out of time watching it, and then I lost where I left off. So I got to figure out. I'm about 2.5 seasons behind. So I got to figure out where I left off and then get caught up. And I don't think I've seen Justify all the way through. There's a few episodes I missed. So this is nice to have to get caught up. And then I did watch a few episodes of Firefly. It's good. Of course, it's well fan based. So, oh, and here's Preacher. I haven't seen none of them episodes. Heard it was good. So this is something for me to watch. So, and that's about it. And then go to home. And then I can shut this off. And exit. And you see that I got my workspace wallpaper. It doesn't end with the ugly wallpaper. It ends on this one, which is 4. So this is desktop 4. And then go to 1. I just hit 1. So I then go find my record program, and I guess I'll end this. If you got any questions, just email me. If you need me to walk you through that one channel, I can open up my next my Debian. I got Kodi. I don't have Kodi on there, and show you probably hook up to the repository, because it's probably not hook up repository either. And I can show you step by step. Make another video if someone requests it. But I think I got enough information to get you to enjoy TV and movies without paying a cable bill. All you need is the internet, and that's all I got, the internet. The entertainment's there. You just have to know where to get it and how to get it. So, alright. Well, I'll end this. This is episode 20. Episode 21 will be about Arch. I will install it, download it and install it. And that'll probably be a week from now. And I will pre-install it at least twice before I start a podcast to do it, so I won't fumble around of mistakes I do or one way didn't work and one way will. I'll figure all that out, make some notes, and then walk you through it. We'll say on my third try or third successful try, but a faster way. So I'll see you about a week from now, and we'll get Arch. Talk to you later. Bye.